Alright, here's a lesson on no fun, get back to 1. And we're going to start over here and work our way back. So, and these are actual ones. So, what's 100 divided by 8? Well, certainly that's no fun. See, multiplying by 2 and dividing by 2, hugely important. So let's see, that's the same thing as 50 divided by 4, isn't it? Which is the same thing as 25 divided by 2, ooh, by now. And I can see that that's the same thing as 12 and a half over 1. Pretty simple, right? No fun, get back to 1. As long as you've got an even denominator, this is easy and fun. Alright, what if I had something like, and I did just have this, what if I had like 40 divided by 16? Well, that's the same thing, that's no fun. That's the same thing as 20 divided by 8, which is the same thing as 10 divided by 4, which is the same thing as 5 divided by 2, which is the same thing as 2.5 divided by 1. Oh, easy. Because I can multiply by 2's, right? And do we see that this is the same relationship, right? Just no fun, get back to 1. Let's try another one. What about with a slightly different number? How about, I don't know, what do we do? I had a bunch of these. Oh, 6's, yeah, how about that? What if I have something like I had 40 divided by 12 this time? Oh man, that's no fun. How about 20 divided by 6? That's better. That's easier, I think. Which is the same thing as 10 divided by 3. It's little kids playing, right? Look, there's 10 divided by 3. That's going to be 3. And I don't need a whole 1. I need a third of 1. Right? 1's going to fit there. 1 out of 3. Okay, so let's see here. Which is the same thing as 5 divided by 2. Which is the same thing as 2.5 divided by 1. Right? Dividing by 2. All the way, right? There's no fun. Get back to 1. I want to know about one of them. And I can do it by thinking. This is a long way of doing it, but you'll see kids that go fast and easy like this. Are these not the same? Is this not the same? Yes, it is the same. Oops, this is false. I failed at the end here. 1.5, there you go. That's the big difference between 2. Yeah, okay. Now I'm happy. And I have, what is this? I'll have 2.5 divided by 0.75. Right, half of that. Oh, that's no fun, but although it's starting to turn into money now, how many 75s in 2.5? Well, there's going to be, and if I'm thinking about quarters, there's going to be, well, a 1 and another one is $1.50, 2.25, and a quarter left over, so I'm still going to have 1/3 of that. But this is the easiest one right here. As we stay in whole numbers, we can see that it's just going to be the same thing as 3 1/3. And guess what? This is also 3 1/3. There's 3, and you can play with money on that one. All right, so what? No fun. Get back to 1. We're going to figure out what one of them is. And see, we wind up missing because of this ratio here, right? That we get to 0.75 and 1.5, but we don't get the 1 there. But still, if we reduce it, it makes it just easier. Keep the number small and easy, right? Okay. And this is why you want to, but if it's even, it's going to work out nicely every time. How about one more and we quit? How about, what did I had a real life one. Oh, I know what it was. It was, I already did it. It was 100 divided by 8. How about, what if I did 100 divided by 16? Well, it's going to be the same thing. It's just be twice as much as we did before with 100 divided by 8. Well, that's no fun though. So what, 50 divided by 8? Oh man, 25 divided by 4, getting close. How about 12 and a half divided by 2? 2, 4, right? We're halving each time. We're halving each time. Okay, so what's 12 and a half divided by 2? I hope that's easy. 6.25. Pretty easy, isn't it? 2 6s and 2 5s, 2 quarters. makes 12. That's pretty simple. And I can do a quick lesson on decimals, or it's 2 times 6.25 is the same thing as 12.5 divided by 2. They're same. And what's that same? This here? Oops, sorry. Get rid of that. 6.25, there you go, yes. Alright. But that's what we're doing, is this 2 times that is the same thing as that, and this is where I messed up. 12.5 divided by 2 is the same thing as 6.25. Should be simple and easy. Maybe I should write it like this. Okay. There you go. No fun, get back to 1. Makes it simple. And again, I didn't get all the way back to 1, but if I get back to 1, I hope you can see that's just 6.25, and there's your 1. Oops. Make this nice. 6.25. Doubling all the way up. Okay, being able to multiply by 2 and divide by 2. Hugely important concepts in mathematics, just being able to do that much. And you see that basically when we start getting into this, we would need to get some blocks out and start talking about, well, I'm going to have to take, really I don't have a unit block handy? Alright. I'm going to have to take one of these and start breaking it up in half and in quarters. And we can do that easily by using that and that. Can you see? Okay, there you go. Okay, so lessons using these. I think you guys can figure them out all by yourselves. But the idea is we can take a 1 and break it in half, break it into quarters, and so forth. And it's easy when you're just using your symbols here to do it. Whereas if you get your blocks out or you try to do drawings, it takes a long time. But you start off in the concrete, and by the time you get here, this stuff's crackers. It's understood. It's easy. It's not hard for the children to get. All right. A couple of minor errors there, but I caught them as I went, so fine. Anyway, Crewton Ramon's houseofmath.com for more.